No
restarted. So
problem. I'll go to Commissioner Wood first.
you last. Okay.
Hi, my name is Peter Wood. Council member, you alluded to some of what I'm going to get into, so I appreciate the thoughts. Let's go to it. So I'm Peter Wood. Today I'm testifying on behalf of Single Member District 1CO3 in Adams Morgan regarding the Office of the Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services. I want to focus on a specific topic today: homeless encampments. Homelessness is not a new phenomenon in DC, nor is maltreatment of unhoused residents. But following last year's Supreme Court decision in Grants Pass versus Johnson, the need for bold leadership on this matter is, and I'm not trying to exaggerate, more urgent than it has ever been in our lifetimes. As we have painfully witnessed already, the cost of implementing right-wing homelessness policy is human lives, lots of them. And while I acknowledge there are likely many in DC government who believe they fight against those right-wing policies, when it comes to homeless encampments, the status quo is quite draconian. We need to change that together. While I strongly disagree with the Supreme Court decision in Grants Pass, it's important to acknowledge the situation at hand. The federal government refuses to protect its most vulnerable constituents, so local governments must step up to the challenge. In Washington, D.C., we are, of course, doubly tested, lacking statehood and enduring yet another round of attacks on the little autonomy we have via home rule. That is why it is essential that DMHHS, as well as partnering institutions, makes it abundantly clear where it stands on homeless encampments. No forced evictions, no surprise cleanups, no masquerading displacement as progress. Help relocate encampments as a last resort only with the consent of residents and a clearly communicated plan. I know together this is asking a lot. Yes, yet each of these objectives in itself is feasible. They just require some fortitude. I'd like also to see DMHHS staff more proactively engage with housed neighbors who try to criminalize homelessness, debunk their false claims, demonstrate how stable housing, if even in a tent, is a fundamental component of improving public safety. It is perhaps a common urban experience to see otherwise pleasant neighbors end up taking harmful positions against encampments because of fear. They see tents near the sidewalk and develop a fear of uncertainty. Unmanaged, that fear can become unhealthy or even violent. And rather than work collectively to get housing for people, that initially innocuous fear of volatility can transform into a hatred of the poor. I recognize that I'm speaking pretty abrasively, and I don't mean to generalize. There are well-intentioned individuals within DMHHS, and the deeper issue I'm emphasizing here is structural, but we need to restructure, and it starts with individual action. Frankly, without drastic change, I don't trust that DMHHS or the mayor's office more broadly will defend unhoused DC residents from the potential attacks on the horizon. When given the choice between defending an encampment resident's right to live versus a well-financed homeowner's perceived comfort, DMHHS has a poor track record. Please convert cynics like me so that we can concentrate our resources towards saving lives. We in Washington, D.C. have a choice: coddle an authoritarian White House and let them and let them ruin the lives of in-house Washingtonians, or serve residents regardless of how much real estate they've amassed. The District of Columbia is better than letting fear dictate our future. Let's prove it. Thank you.